of the National Football League. And up next is the Caps, reigning league MVP. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Caps and the KnightHawks under the lights on Sunday night.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Caps of Tokyo taking on the KnightHawks of Orlando. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they enter play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for this visiting team, two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And the Tokyo first down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Back to throw again. He's got Mason complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 64 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
On first down, Simmons. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
And there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Well, the numbers for White a week ago: 22 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage for every carry he receives this week.
But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really have something to talk about.
That's the challenge. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, it's an exciting time here in Central Florida for sure. Orlando's such a growing city, and now it's got a relocated NFL franchise to call home. And I know one group of people who are thrilled. That's the Madden developers right down the street. They're pumped. But truthfully, everyone in this city seems ready to support this team to the fullest. And even the players, everybody on down the line, ready to enjoy this Orlando experience. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Going for the deep ball, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 45 yards. That's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Simmons. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Third down and 13. Back to throw. Simmons. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fielded at the 43. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. When you look at this defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He'll drop to throw. Complete to Kenneth. He juked him. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Way, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Mason. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Simmons. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! A big play there. 77 yards. And the Caps are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Orlando takes back over on offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, Simmons. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, Simmons. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's second and a couple. Off play action, Simmons. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they can't bring him down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run with Kelly. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Flowers on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Orlando takes back over on offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Simmons. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrison. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simmons. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
That's a gain of 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Simmons. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Will Levis, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Jalen Hurts, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. A run to begin the second half with White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Simmons. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On first down, Simmons. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On third down, Simmons. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go, set. Ready, go. Ready.
There's a toss. Kelly going left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes third down and 7. Back to throw. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. Orlando takes back over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Simmons. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They stay on the ground with White. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Orlando, first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Simmons. He's got Harrison left side complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. Simmons. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Simmons. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Simmons. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
They go play action here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. And a huge play that time. 64 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Kelly tries the right side. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Orlando takes back over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
To throw from his end zone, Simmons. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible fourth-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A give up the middle to Kelly. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Orlando takes back over on offense. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, A better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Smith red. Opposite. Green.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Tokyo first down.
Check white. Split.
Up the middle they go. Way. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, Caps.
Opposite. Green. Check 10.
They'll go again with Kelly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Wide receiver, the ball
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
2nd and 2. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Smith red. Opposite. Green.
Kelly to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps are on their way to a 2-0 start. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Orlando takes back over on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Simmons. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Down the left sideline. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Orlando takes back over on offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrison, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Simmons. Open man here is Scott, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down, Simmons. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. throwing on first down. Simmons throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first and 10, Simmons toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Tokyo, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Orlando, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.